Hey Leo, this is your Libra season video, October 2024. All information to work with me one-on-one is below, as well as the extended version of this reading, which will be in the first link below. You can find everything there, new things coming out, so pay attention to that. And we're going to talk about Libra season for you. It looks like taking a risk, what you're communicating. That could be in your intimate relationships, family, and or the world, or all of it. Why? Why are you doing this now? What is happening? What's going on? It's helping you traverse areas in which you feel stuck. Great. Communicating is always like the first way to go. If you haven't done that or haven't done it enough, it's time to do so. You know, that could still be that you're taking a calculated risk and that this is what you need to even out your scales, even out your life, make you feel like there's momentum forward. This is where you find the strength in yourself. There could be a Sagittarius also helping aid this situation. But for a lot of you, it's finding the strength within. This is about you alchemizing how you feel and putting it into your life in a way that's productive, right? Sometimes communicating things that we're not used to and being more vulnerable about it, we may not realize how much weight has been in that space of not doing that, but doing something else so that you don't have to do that, but you always come back to that same solution, which is communicating. That you can't do it yourself. You have to use your voice. This could be clearing up some things. You may feel a release in your hips, an opening in your heart. You may feel more supported in life. You may feel stronger even after this. It's so weird sometimes that even physically, when we have a physical release, we have physical healing when during times where we are communicating things that we've held on to. So this season, although it may not feel so great at first, or it does and it feels like an adventure and it hits you in a way that, like, maybe it's your ego, whatever it is, but it's giving you more strength. Temperance is Sagittarius, which is also the strongest physically, to handle anything that you need to handle at this time during this traversing of where you've been stuck. This is also going to possibly change things financially for you. At first, it could feel scary, but you're also being asked what you want to be responsible for. You may be weighing out some options at this time, which allows you to feel more in control in your power too, perhaps, especially if, like, you know, you're being communicated with, you're being presented opportunities. This is giving you, this is the light, this is the way forward. A lot of your reading, I now know why I didn't need to do your reading first or in the beginning, you know, because I just go intuitively a lot of times about how I want to do things, even if it's in order. Your reading is very much things towards the end of the month. Now, this month, voyaging, the first part of the month, is going to be this learning to deal emotionally with what's coming up mentally, how to move forward means to communicate. That means being able to be in trust in the relationships that you have, the strength that you've gained in these relationships, and what is helping you move forward, and how those things from the two cups and temperance hand to the two pentacles to the two swords, you realize that's what's keeping you from tapping more into your creativity, into how you feel and the joyful feelings, and putting those into your work, putting those feelings into your creativity, knowing those feelings, being so secure in this space. For Leo risings, your career, you may be noticed more in your career this month, especially towards the end of the month around the full moon. This, you were like, you may be wondering, like, what the fuck is happening during the beginning of the month too? Like, even while I put this out, you may be finally coming around to the strength that you're gaining internally, the opening in your heart. And it's so simple. Not unfortunately, I was going to say, fortunately for you this month, it's simple, but it's heavy. You know, there's weight to it. There's weight to Libra season. And what that is it's bringing you to these moments of being able to accept and feel, which is healing who you are in the roles that you play in your life, and receiving affirmation or receiving attention, long overdue attention perhaps, securing you. This secures your ego in a way where you can relax, but you can also create and make a lot of shit happen too. You can really direct and use that energy towards the end of the month. And if you waste it on going back and forth with a person, or you don't realize that there's like whatever's been distracting you from this deep healing, from this conversation, from whatever happens, whatever you need to have in this moment, it's your strength that has gotten you here. It's your light that has gotten you here, Leo. It's you being able to connect with this over and over again. Your heart and your mind are connecting in a way that you have maybe not felt in a while. And this is the time to enjoy it, to feel it, like a great fucking hair day. Just saying. Like the ability to alchemize and say no, and to move on from any temptation that may have gotten you in the past, any type of person, any words, whatever people, you see people fawning over, you realize this is like that fuckboy energy, that Mercury retrograde, Mercury moves into Sagittarius right as the full moon hits, and then it goes retrograde. You're going to find out what you need to find out by then. And will it be at a time where you feel your best? Yes, but why? It's because that is the best time for you to leave behind emotionally what was never going to add up, what could never follow through. And what better time to do that and to release during a full moon, when you feel all these accolades. It's so funny that sometimes some of our best moments also come with like this grievance period, or this deep understanding and letting go of what you put energy into. Maybe you've been waiting for this specific person to notice you, but then you realize, like, why is it now? It's because you don't care anymore. And you shouldn't care about this person. This person will reveal to be someone who has maybe stolen from you time, energy, money, who their ass will be shown to you, especially if you're waiting to see about someone. It's like in the time when you don't even care anymore and you can detach so easily. Will you have to reflect moving forward? Yeah, more than likely, but it will be able to be in a way where it aids your personal growth. It aids the healing that you're doing, the light that you're seeing. This is also a time where you can really harness any skills, like using all this lucky and this momentum to harness your skills to do what you want, to go out on your own if that's something that you're thinking. You could also be thinking about kids, but any way in which you want to direct your mind throughout the course of the month, I would play with it. I would notice like what's within the realm of possibility, and then where have your limitations been? You know, where have you put yourself in a fixed environment because it's been comfortable, but that you no longer find that comfortable, and you're redefining what that is for you at this time. I wrote down some notes and I just want to make sure I get to them because, interestingly enough, I was gonna, this is funny, and since you came up so much, we're gonna talk about you even more than like cats. So I learned this month that cats eat cobwebs, which is kind of funny. But thinking about how like strong and sharp their teeth are, and they're biting away these things that have, they're like little strings of energy that are hard to get rid of, right? They're not easy to just get rid of. They're dust. There's so many different levels, but the fact that cats eat cobwebs, like you're basically eating your own cobwebs this month. You're dusting out this, communicating this vulnerable voyage you are going on with yourself, is clearing up any air, is clearing up a lot within yourself and releasing whatever you've been holding back, whatever you've been scared to be vulnerable about. This is the eating the cobwebs is like clearing up communication in your life that there's been needing to have, but when is the time? Well, the time is now. You know, where does the web start? How long has it been there, right? How long has that cobweb been there that you haven't noticed until now? You know, until the light hits it in a specific way, you don't notice it, right? Even the master has to find the teacher within themselves, you know? And in work, again, a lot of accolades in work, leveling up, you know, in any degree that may be, being seen even more, realizing what has stopped you maybe from making money, or what kinds of people, or the attachments that you've had to the way this changes the way that you think about work, the way you approach work. You may attract different people to connect you to different webs now that you're clearing up some old cobwebs. You're creating new ones. You're creating different webs of energy in your life. Which is a perfect clearing to moving you into, if you're looking for a new career, looking to use your skills you know, or, you know, go out on your own, or if you're just starting a side gig, whatever that may be, that is what's clearing up the energy within your heart that you also couldn't see before. It's tempering your energy. You're probably having one of the clearest months, but it's not without some information that you've been needing, especially if, you know, there's someone who, you know, feels like using choice words with you. You're in the perfect place to say what you have to feel, because no one can push you over this month. You're saying what you need to and letting the month play out, and you're opening up to a whole new world and establishing yourself, establishing your ego, creating new connections, and any connections that reveal themselves in a way that you've been waiting for, and waiting for the moment, for a lot of you patiently waiting, but you've needed to have a certain experience with people, with conversation, with negotiation, with your own energy and your own personal healing, and now you're able to see where the growth is going and how you need to value yourself more, and what that looks like moving forward. And anyone willing to stand up against you this month, especially at work, your words are ready, your words are sharp. There is a discipline even more to you now. You feel strong. Your light is very strong right now. So that light may appear to burn off some ends, some loose ends. And, you know, we are in the bridge season, so just notice if you're stubborn because you really believe in something, or it's because you're afraid to be vulnerable. That's where I'll leave you off. Okay, Leo? There's no more anything else. I would just be repeating myself, to be honest with you. So we're gonna get more into like where this is headed, more about this work, you know, being revealed, things at work, other people revealing themselves, showing themselves. You see how you're supported or how you're not, but either way, you're making your own distinct choice. You're feeling very, you know, just bright and strong, Leo. And I hope you shine this all month. Happy Libra season. We'll get right into the next part. That will be below. Take a look there, and we'll see you soon.